So let's go ahead and jump into the first topic, right? This is supposed to be 2021. Everybody's counting on this being a big year. So speaking of big, there's a couple of big guys.
House real big. Car real big. Everything real big.
There's some giants out there making noise. So to start off, we got Fury. Then we got Joshua. Supposedly supposed to fight this year. One thing we've never really discussed is who we like in that fight. Q, go ahead, take it. Who do you like in that fight?
Well, first of all, it is. Well, I saw real briefly that the fight might not happen next, just because I think Wilder won the mediation they had, so that the Fury Wilder fight, the third fight in trilogy is supposed to happen next, unless Fury relinquishes his belt, he'll get stripped from the belt. Okay. So that's a wrinkle, but. I think I said this before in the previous quote if they did fight. I think I will favor Joshua. I want Joshua. I'm rooting for Joshua. I'm gonna say that first. But the only way he will win that fight to me is he had to be the Klitschko Joshua and the second Andrew Ruiz. I always mess that name up. He had to be the hybrid between the two. He had to be the aggressive puncher, finisher, you know what I'm saying? That he was in the Vitaly Klitschko, but he had to be not the lapse in judgment and the standing there, get your head in the same space, getting hit the same punch at the beginning of every round. That has to go. You have to be the more on your legs, moving, boxing, punching, and he's gonna have to attack. My man, you got to go to that body and slow Tyson Fury down. And you got to be able to mix it up with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a gypsy. He's a genie. He's amazing. I haven't seen anybody like him that moves like he does with his length. You got to cut the ring off, and it's a lot of things you got to do. You got to be a mixed bag. So if Joshua could put all that together, and I think he can. I think Joshua will be able to touch that boy. He'll be able to get it. He might be able to get him out of there, man. Because I think Fury's mentality is to be a bully. He gonna go there and be a bully and lean on you and do everything he did to Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Joshua has a more of a mixed bag. He have a better skill set. He don't have the punching power, but I think he has enough to where he could win the fight. So I'm going with Anthony Joshua in this fight, but he would definitely have to fight his best fight. He had to be the best version of himself to win.
All right, JD, what you got?
You know what's interesting about Anthony Joshua is this is a rare scenario where it's a rare scenario where actually after we watched a fighter get TKO'd, you actually feel a little bit better about him after watching him come back. Like, I actually, after seeing him lose to Andy Ruiz, feel a little bit more confident from what I've seen out of Anthony Joshua and what he could possibly do in the ring against Fury now. So overall,
he showed some versatility.
Right, he's showing some versatility. When you find out, of course, in the heavyweight division that one punch can put you out of there, you start to learn how to box a little bit more. You know what I mean? Which is why it'll be interesting to see what Wilder does. But to keep it on Anthony Joshua, I ain't gonna lie, Q, I still would go with the boy Tyson Fury. If it happens in 2021, I'm gonna give that whole clause to the statement that I'm about to say. If it occurs in 2021, I'm still going with Fury. Right? I'm still gonna go with Fury only because I still think he's got a little bit more slickums. You know what I mean? He still got a little bit more slickums than Anthony Joshua or anybody else in the heavyweight division. So I think he could outpoint Anthony Joshua, even if it doesn't become a brawl and somebody gets put on the canvas. So
I'm gonna say something, kind of take it back a little bit and behind the curtain. Like when we debate on here, we have way better debates off air. And I was Q and JD were getting in a debate about Wilder and Ortiz, and I took it back to a fight that Wilder had against as a French fighter, Duhaupas. Right, Johan Duhaupas. And I said I saw something in that fight that's going to translate to the Luis Ortiz fight that give Wilder trouble. And we were debating it back and forth. And I'll say the same thing about Fury. I don't know if you guys remember the Otto Wallin fight. Where Otto Wallin...
That's where he got cut, right?
Yeah, he was in trouble. Otto Wallin hurt him. he actually boxed him pretty well, and then Fury turned into that bully you were talking about. Joshua has the punching power to exchange and back Fury up if he decides to do that. That's going to be an interesting fight. And like you said, Q, if he can be the best version of himself, that's going to be a really interesting fight. I'm really not in the debate like that, so I'm not going to pick. I'm going to leave that to you guys. But that's just kind of throw some chum in the water to give people, the viewers and listeners, something to think about.
Hey, don't hide behind all that. Don't hide, bro.
Don't hide.
Man. Who you rolling with, bro?
Who am I rolling with?
Bro.
Who am I rolling with?
Three of us for a reason, bro.
Right.
Speak on that.
Okay, so let me go on record, and I'm gonna say Tyson Fury has more in it. Oh, don't do me like that. I'm really trying to be strategic about this because I'm not trying to pick with my heart. I'm gonna act like I got money on it, and I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury.
Okay.
All right.
Respect.
All right.